Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Swear. And I mean, she can help with that to a certain extent as Set makes a return here.
Yeah, Set support through for Vista on that bottom side, looking for more of that hard engaged potential. So nothing really to worry about here in the early stages as Facebreaker is going to connect there. Ghost tries to find the zap onto Vista. Haymaker going to be avoided as the Chompers are down. Vista going to get stunned, but otherwise doesn't take too much as on fleek. Right place at the right time as this wave is crashing forward to see whether these rockets are actually going to be enough.
They have no vision on him.
Yeah, Zap is going to go entirely wide as well as Ghost flashes himself out of the way. Vista still with turret aggro, almost dies, but doesn't as Effort has to flash to get himself out of the way as well. It was navigated beautifully. They're almost too greedy, but first blood does go to Hanwha Esports.
And you know, we're going to see a little bit more of blood up here first.
Yeah, flash forward. Canna puts him in the smoke screen, and now he has the upper hand. Couple more autos. Flashes now down from both, as there's the quick draw first. End of the line is most definitely that, and Canna will be able to take even more as the tactics that is going to work out here for the moment. Ghost not going to find the zap onto Vista just yet. Plate Gold still going over to Nongshim, as we can see, as On Fleek does manage to get his Grump, and BDD now with the inside track, looking for the Xin Zhao, does get himself to the correct side, but look at this, it's a great scatter, but BDD is still dead, manages to take one on the way out, flashes away from Karis, he will still likely die, but that looked so sick. Effort also getting a kill off to the back end, but it's a 2 for 2 and one that looked pretty
collapsing now would be super risky, and I think ill-advised. Look at all the vision they have too.
Yeah, Dread actually thinking about maybe going for a potential steal or something like that as Canna dives on forward, gets his face broken though and immediately will blow up. Dread now has to get out and I'm not entirely sure.
Well, only time will tell how well he's going to hit those skill shots, but if his true shot barrage is any indicator, it's a good look.
Well, here's the curtain call, and it might just be curtains for Ghost as he gets underneath the turret, but is still just going to get popped. I love how On Fleek leaves that for SumD to pick up, and good night. An opportunity to get in and maybe kill Karis or at least get themselves an extra plate. They do at least get that plate, but they'll trade for a whole bunch more.
Yeah, this is the real. I mean, the thing is, they also waited the maximum amount of time, too, so many of these minions are deleted. The Drake pits, they knew Hanwha Esports were backing, despite the fact they couldn't see it, as BDD is coming up.
Yep, gonna grab that stun into the wall as Dudu gonna have to get out of there. Doesn't have to pop the ult, though, so a bit of a drive-by. BDD throwing some orbs around, but otherwise not too much to worry about. As On Fleek, he comes through and just steal this one away. Not gonna be able to do so just yet. Went down to 83 health. There's now Dread, safeguards his way out. Force their way over here. See whether On Fleek does decide to go for any sort of steal attempt as Dudu is making his way in. But now it's Hanwha Esports' turn to be a little bit late to this party. On Fleek full health though and now finds BDD. The flash immediately comes out and this boy is absolutely huge. The Syndra taken down immediately and the Superplex is massive. Facebreaker's brilliant as well. The Vista maybe a little bit early as Dread is going to be able to finish him off, but now On Fleek finds him on the back end. Canna trying to get some work done, but the end of the line may not be it. For Hanwha Life, it might be it for Canna instead, as now the back is going to come through and Ghost desperate to try and get himself out. It's not going to work, as Gravity Field also not exactly going to do it, but Dudu still has his ult, by the way, guys. As, okay, Flame Chompers are good, and Dudu might die. Nope.
Just barely going to get out of there. That's the ace. And Nongshim, they went all...
got outplayed, right? The value of this set pick really, really working beautifully. Super Mega Death Rocket almost. That's
very close. Yeah, very close, actually.
Very nicely done. Karis now could be in a Hanwha. See what they're going to be able to do here. Q going to connect onto Karis. Not too much of a worry here as he does get himself over towards this outer turret. The Canna is obliterating.
He lost his crown.
There's a red buff here on Canna, but he's still going to get stunned up. Chaos Storm goes down. This could just be a solo kill from Karis, potentially, as he can't escape this Chaos Storm. Eventually does make it out, as Ghost could be in trouble. Wind becomes lightning, does connect. However, the turret is close enough, and BDD also there. Great dredge line to come through. Depth charge as well under SumD, but he just stands his ground in Effort. He's too far forward. The rest of Hanwha rotate beautifully as the curtain. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but that's fine. Just celebratory bullets. I like that. This is the thumbs up.
Atlas, this is another series, two nights in a row where we have, you know, in the first time in this series, you know, the first game, Nongshim did win the extremely one-sided game. There was not a comeback for Hanwha, but it's otherwise very reminiscent of the series we had with DRX and Live Sandbox yesterday, where...
Not really a forbidden book this game either, given the fact that there is so much lifesteal being built by namely Canna. So it's going to make his life a lot more difficult.
It's really just a completely different scenario than the last time we had Kana on this Graves.
Yeah.
And and longer-term damage. Is Kana's going to hope for this one.
Yeah, looks for it. Gravity Field not exactly in the right position. As Chaos Storm, let's see whether it works. Morellonomicon being put to the test here as there's flash, follow after flash. One more auto and Kana will be able to do it, and he grabs the shutdown. Nicely done from the Graves. Kana gets the outplay. We'll be able to grab this dragon. All 5 members in that area.
It's pretty huge. Vista's able to just pick up fruit.
Yeah. Free. And Dread not able to get over and threaten any sort of 50-50 or anything like that. As now Vista going to get tagged by a Sonic Wave. Has to safeguard his way out though as B2D actually does a fair bit of damage there with the Scat of the Week. As Ghost will be able to take down this turret. So turret for Soul Point is going to be the trade, and Nongshim might actually be able to take more, as Ghost with the speedy gun should be, thanks I guess, is a DPS that can go immortal. As Effort's going to get flashed on here by Vista, smacked into the wall as well as Dredgeline does come through. His flash on cooldown, as that's a great scatter once again. Chaos Storm will end up finishing it off with the help of the Wind Becomes Lightning, as Kana trying to fight this one out against Dudu. The Chicken's there doing a fair bit of work, as now Dudu has finally pressed that ult button. Can he get the auto? And he does so. The flash is going to get employed. Kana just barely away from his flash opportunity. As now Dread moving on over gets the bad news that Hanwha Live Esports are already on this Baron. And B2D trying to get in there. Scatter going to go wide. That's a big tool as On Fleek gets himself over that wall. That was actually his flash. I thought it was Hex Flash for a second there, but it wasn't. That was just trying to flash forward. Looks for it, doesn't quite get it, as now Dread's in trouble. Goodbye. And that is the jungler dead. Super Mega Death Rocket avoided. It was Vista actually body blocking to make sure that one doesn't happen. And another great Baron here from Hanwha Live Esports, and the curtains have been called. B2D absolutely nowhere he can go. The last shot will do it, as now Ghost smacked down by Vista, and that is an angry Annie, almost an ace, as Effort had just respawned. And Hanwha Live Esports just team
extended exchanges. You don't have that damage throughput. It's over here.
Meanwhile, another fight. Kana 1 versus 4. Not going to be able to do it this time around, I don't think. So he's just going to try and get out of there. Chaos Storm almost finishing him off. And there's the flash forward from Sam D. Man, he's feeling himself now. As On Fleek is taking a lot of damage. And you could hear Sanke in the background there just yelling out, Sam D. And yes, absolutely. That's what we should be talking about, as he will help take down this inhibitor turret on the bottom side of the map. And Hanwha Live Esports looking for that reverse sweep in this best of 3.
Oh, I mean, we have got 2 upsets, it looks like, Atlas, back-to-back here in our first 2 games of the game yesterday. These teams we didn't have faith in, beating pretty big teams in Nongshim's rework and DRX as well, with Deft returning, etc. And Hanwha Life out-macroing, having better team fighting, as you mentioned, and just a team that looks way more prepared and way more coordinated. Nongshim won game 1 out of raw mechanics alone, but in this game, it's a totally different story.
Yeah, Hanwha just playing it beautifully. Once again, it is the Tryndamere story as well, up against the Graves. Now it's a 3-1 as far as that matchup is concerned, assuming that Dudu is going to be able to win this out. He's trying to walk this one off, and it will be the Super Mega Death Rocket that secures it in the end. And now Nongshim trying to chase down Hanwha Life. On Fleek goes in to try and see whether he can grab something in the end. This curtain call is doing so much damage. Oh, the last shot not going to land, though.
Esports buying a lot of time now.
Okay, that's the kickback onto Karis. Depth charge comes in, as now Kana looking for his opportunity. See whether he can actually get the work done, as Samdi does move on in, gets himself the deadly flourish, and Kana is going to get taken down at least to his shield bow. Karis takes a lot of killing, but will eventually go down. And manages to take effort in the meantime.
And
BDD needs to actually hit the buttons. He doesn't manage to do so in time, as Samdi moves on in to get rid of him. Dread is actually doing what he needs to do, which is denying this Infernal Soul. But Vista is going to make his life harder. I don't think this is really going to be able to do too much.
I mean,
the smite button is going to be a big deal, but Samdi has decided that he wants to just finish the game.
Yeah.
He's going to get a lot of work done on these Nexus turrets.
And this is what you're looking for here, is Hanwha Life. Yeah, okay, you wanted to contest me on the Drake, that's fine. I've got a Tryndamere walking down mid, and he's got ultimate coming online, so he just clicks on the Nexus and presses R, and that's GG. 2 upsets again here, Atlas back.
Yeah, he just does no damage to BDD. You can see picture in picture, it's once again the siege. Ghost turns up in the meantime, but yeah, he ain't fighting Samdi. As you can see, the Flame Chompers enough to save his life in that moment. But now, the full brunt of Hanwha Live Esports are coming down. Vista, great facebreaker, finds BDD, and he's taken down first. The curtains are most definitely being called. As, man, that deadly flourish is also absolutely fantastic. Ghost now running for the hills, but that is the wrong direction, my friend. The Haymaker will help secure it, and the Nexus will be taken down. Another upset as Hanwha Life Esports take down Nongshim RedForce and really check them. Damn, Sumdy, what a pickup for this squad.
Oh, yeah.